I'm so grateful. Thank you. I'm Stamford Chidge. This is the Chelsea Football Fancast, and it's now time to talk about the Fannies for the Bolton game. And let's hope we have as much fun discussing these Fannies as we did the last Fannies. But first up, man of the match. Yeah, this is an interesting one, really. This is an interesting one. I mean, I'll tell you what I plumped for. I plumped for Oscar, because I thought he did really well. I thought he ran the game. I thought he scored a super goal, which we didn't really talk about in the bit about the game. But I thought he scored a lovely goal. I've also gone for Schürrle, which after our last 20-minute discussion is quite amusing. But I thought Schürrle was great. I thought he was really whizzing all over the place, firing off shots. On another day, he'd have scored 7 goals, let alone a hat-trick. Now, my last one, I don't know if this is controversial or not either, but I've gone for Aki. Because I mean, how old is Aki? Do you know how old he is, sir? 19. 19. I thought for somebody that young, I just thought his calmness and his just positional sense, very... Well,
he's youth of the match.
Youth
he's
of
more
the
man
match.
than Schürrle, isn't he?
Him and Zuma.
But Schürrle's the German of the match.
Yeah,
surely.
Because the only one playing.
Anyway.
But I thought Aki had a really good game against, was it Middlesbrough in the Cup game a couple of years ago? So we know he's got the potential to do it, but it was really nice to see him do it at home and in front of a big crowd as well.
The other thing that's really great about Aki is if you had quite a skinful to drink, you kind of like lose yourself in those kind of drunken moments, like, And you wake up and you go, that's Ruud Gullit playing. And they go, oh, no, it's not. It's 2014 and it's Aki.
I thought you were going to make a play on his name or something. If he was smoking, he'd be Tobacco or something.
No, because that's not very funny.
No, I know, but I just thought that's what you were going to do.
Yeah, but I normally do funny things,
That's
Jonathan.
true, yeah.
You leave the comedy to me,
But
son.
I've led you that way. I thought you'd come
Voiceovers for Jonathan, comedy for
Wacky would have
Chidge.
been better if
Absolutely
he'd
true,
done something.
Wacky.
Wacky backy would have been funnier. See, that's what I would have gone
backy,
for.
just if he'd done something stupid on the pitch. You could have said,
Okay.
That's the filthiest look from Jonathan I've ever seen. That is quality.
It was dismissive.
It was like, shut up. Okay, Darren, what do you reckon, mate? I mean, Oscar, Schürrle, Aki, but you can go for any combination therein.
I go for Oscar because I'm too frightened and intimidated to even say Schürrle, even though I wanted to. So. It's what Jonathan's created over here now.
He's created a vibe, hasn't he? His body language is priceless at the moment.
I'm dying for a wee.
Oh, he's dying for a wee.
We've just had a break.
Yeah, you spilled most of it down there, haven't you?
Hang on, do you need a break? I think your shirt says it all, doesn't it? You need a Mourinho break.
I can't even remember who was playing on who we could.
Well, we've
say
only
was
done the
best.
ratings 5 minutes ago.
I know, but the best player was perhaps Schürrle was the best player. Yeah.
I'm going to talk to people who've got far more intelligence than you three. Benches. If you were going to nominate 3 people for man of the match, who would they be?
I would vote Aki, and I think there should be a mention for Lewis as well. I thought he had a great game.
Okay.
Yeah, Aki.
Aki?
Yeah, definitely.
Why 4, Andy?
He played really well. I mean, he didn't look out of place. He looked composed. I know it was only Bolton, but I barely gave the ball away. Won a good few tackles. He had a really good game.
He cracked a good shot off, didn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the ball was a really good save from his shot.
Okay, so we've got a bit of Luis love and we've got a bit of Aki love. I think we should vote for one. What do you reckon?
Aki.
What did I
You're
board?
going to go for Aki?
Yeah, because
Yeah.
I want to promote these football players, so we need to give them confidence that I'm sure they.
Well, they do. They watch
obviously.
the show.
Yeah, I was about to say.
They watch
Obviously,
the
they watch
show
the show
every week. They're
Our
watching
vote,
it now.
I was going to say, our vote is going to give anybody confidence, is it really?
A bit like the chairman's vote of confidence, isn't it, really? Aki for you.
Yeah.
Oscar.
Oscar for you.
Oscar, I think.
Oscar for you.
Yeah.
Personally, I'm going to go for Oscar because I thought he had a good game. I really did. I love Aki, without doubt, deserves a nomination. I thought he was really super, but I thought Oscar had a really good game. And Schürrle, I know we're going to disagree about Schürrle, but I like the big
I think he
blonde
was
German.
profligate.
If Oscar can have a big German, we can have a big blonde German, can't we?
Yeah, but I think our German is better than their German.
He's certainly blonder.
Yeah.
And better looking.
He's got better quiff for a start.
Yeah, he is Johnny Bravo.
He is.
What's Johnny Bravo in German?
Sonja Bravo.
That's it. Well done. Anyway, we're going to vote for Oscar. Oscar is our man of the match, and I think thoroughly deserved. And it's lovely to see.
All the benches shaking their heads.
Oh well, the benches can do one for this vote. They can have more of that. I thought you went for Aki. I know you did.
Aki,
Yeah.
But look, 3 of us went for Oscar, man.
Four of us.
did.
4 of us.
Did you all go for Aki?
Yeah.
Thank you. There you go. Back in your box, Andy. Right, okay. Chant
now.
of the match. Chant of the match. This is quite interesting, actually, because weirdly, I was in a position where I couldn't sing, really. Because you can't really get up in the... Well, there are two reasons why I couldn't get up in the director's lounge. One, because if I got up being a bit drunk, I would have fallen straight... I was at the front, and I'd have been straight into the West Lower, which they wouldn't have enjoyed, I think, given how much I'd eaten. And the other thing is that they don't think they would approve of me getting up and giving out.
Now you know what it's like in the middle of the East Stand.
I think you would have been banned from Stamford
I would have been banned.
Yeah. Well, from the director's box forever.
Yeah, certainly. Possibly. So I had to shut up. So I was actually, tuning in to see what people were singing. I had this lovely girl called Katie who works with my wife, who's from the States, from Virginia. She loves her football. Funnily enough, she loves all of our Brazilian players. She's quite into Brazilian football too, but she knows her stuff. And she loved all the singing. She loved it. She was like, what are they saying here? So I was having to hear the songs and translate them back to Katie. And I quite enjoyed that. It was kind of odd, but I really enjoyed it.
It's a role you've discovered
Maybe
for the rest of your life.
In my dotage, in my dotage, I've decided I'm either going to go into the director's lounge. I've decided I'm going to become a director at Chelsea. I know you'd love me as a director there. And failing that, I'll just go and sit with you and your butler.
You could be the song interpreter.
I couldn't I?
You could say, listen to what they're singing now.
They're saying,
because you'll be speaking like that.
Zigga, zaga, zigga, zaga.
Getting on to Chant.
Zigga, zaga, oi, oi, oi. There you go. Is that what they do in the East?
Perfect translation.
Thank you. All right, well, funnily enough, that is my first nomination, Zigga Zaga. It was an absolutely booming one from the Matthew Harding Lower.
We didn't hear it.
I was there.
All right, I heard. Well, you heard it.
I was in there. Yeah.
It sounded like it was Kath that started it off. Actually,
Was it?
Is she allowed?
Oh, she's very loud.
No, a loud.
Oh, right. Is
Why
she
wouldn't
allowed?
she be allowed?
I don't know, because he told me there was a set of rules, only certain people could do
Well,
it.
you have to be related to Greenaway, apparently.
Exactly.
That's
what he said.
Something like that.
Because I suggested
I
somebody
think
else
Kath's
started.
allowed to sing it. Kath does she does. I've got to be honest. Kath's done the best Zigga Zaggers I've ever heard. She can bawl it out.
She went, it's
just brilliant. Anyway, Zigga Zagga, definitely, because I haven't heard it for a while, funnily enough. That's the thing. Katie loved this. She loved this whole momentum of Zigga Zagga, Zigga Zagga. Then it goes, oh, when the blues. She loved all that. It was brilliant. So, Zigga Zagga, there was an absolutely romping old Chelsea as well, which, as we all know, I love.
Me too, I love that. Absolutely agree.
And there was also...
No mention of Tottenham in that.
No mention of Tottenham in that. And there was also a We All Follow the Chelsea.
There was.
Absolutely. So those are the three that I would pick. Have you got a lovely pick of the Matthew Harding Lower? And actually the whole Matthew Harding end, actually, Ross, that we can have a look at. There you go. That's the view I had. Beautiful, isn't it? I've got to say, those lights are horrible, though, aren't they? I've never really seen them because I'm above them. I know, but I'm above them where I normally sit.
Observant, John.
Or they're out of my eye line, but they're a bit. I'm not sure if I like the lights.
Yeah, they haven't really gone for style. They've gone more for the fact they're the best lights in Europe, any European stadium, I think, any American stadium.
We're the first people.
Well, exactly. Ross is squawking in my ear, but I knew this anyway. But apparently, it's to do with the Premier League, and it's to make it look better for people at home on TV.
But it's also the LED lights.
How lovely that it looks better for you on TV.
Also energy efficient. It's all about energy efficiency as well.
I care about that.
I'm just telling you, it's mainly the best, most innovative and first to be done in the whole of Europe. So.
Stick it.
We're the best lights in the land.
Up on a pylon, you like them with those big round things. You get
like
up there.
Like it is on my Sabutio set.
And mine.
And yours. All right, we're going to choose one on what? We've got to choose one. We're running out of time. Quickly, choose one.
We all follow the
Chelsea.
I'm only going for that because it's also the name of your mother-in-law, so it's a nice tribute to her.
I like that, Darren.
Chelsea. Sorry.
I'm going.
Chelsea. That one. The reason is because they actually do it in the West Stand.
He never asked
in
for
the
a
East
reason.
Stand middle.
He's trying to hurry us up.
I know. He looked at his watch as I'm speaking. So.
Okay, benches. What do you reckon?
Zigga Zagga.
Zigga Zagga. Yep.
Wow.
Got them.
Lots of Zigga Zaggers. Frankly, I'm gonna go for Zigga Zagga actually because I really enjoyed hearing it. I haven't heard it for a while. I mean, I love Darren's suggestion about We All Follow the Chelsea. I love Jonathan's about Chelsea, but I'm gonna go for Zigga Zagga.
I was actually going to say that Zigga Zagga should only be started by middle-aged bald men, but in this
Be very
studio,
careful
there's only
what
one
you say.
person that would be applicable to.
Yeah.
But it is generally who
It's
starts
not you, is it?
It's not indeed. It is generally, though, who does start it is middle-aged bald men.
I think Zigga Zagga deserves it. I'm going to go for that. So there we go. Right, Guinness moment. Oh, Jonathan's not going to be happy with this. Oh, dear. My nominations are... I'll go with the one that you won't be offended by. Oscar did this brilliant flick into the path of Remy, who scored, but sadly it was offside. But Oscar's flick was just superb. I loved that. We like that so far? Okay. Now, the next one is Schürrle's free kick, which I think the goalkeeper tipped over the bar. I thought that was in a time when no blooming Chelsea players seemed capable of taking a free kick.
Yes.
I like the idea.
No,
of
I agree
Schürrle
with that.
taking
I
a free
agree
kick.
with that.
You like that?
It was the rest of his.
It actually did make me go ooh when I was watching it. I was quite sexual, so
Yeah.
I definitely think that. And it might have been the blue cake that had an effect. I don't know, but definitely Schürrle's
Did you
free kick.
suppress the ooh from where you were?
No, I
though?
didn't.
You went ooh whenever
I
he
did.
looked at you. And
I did. So I'm just having a sexual moment. Don't worry. And they obviously realised that was perfectly normal up there. You know. And the other one in the second half, I think, was Schürrle did this tremendous run and cracked a shot off at the end of it.
Oh, he hit the post.
He did indeed.
And it nearly went in off the keeper.
It nearly went in off the keeper. So I thought 2 Schürrles and an Oscar. How about that?
Yeah, that's good. Yeah.
What you going to choose?
I'll choose the Schürrle free kick.
You haven't got any others of your own?
And, yes, but I feel that I should agree with you.
You should.
Yeah.
Always.
Always. I realise that.
So hang on, Schürrle's
The free kick that was palmed
the
onto
free kick. All right.
I'd say
onto
the
the
free
post.
kick.
You say the free kick.
It's not often we have someone.
It is a
scoring from
problem at the moment, though, Seb. I've been moaning about it for
At
weeks.
the moment,
Was
Yeah.
was the last
Always.
time Oscar in the cup against Stoke we scored from a direct free kick?
Yeah, could have been. But I mean, you know, Oscar, I think, can take free kicks, clearly.
Yeah.
I think Schürrle can. But who else has been? Fabregas should never, ever be allowed to ever take a
But
free kick.
He
ever.
scored though, that was the
Pre-season.
trouble, wasn't it? Pre-season, absolutely.
Yeah, it
so
was-
from then on, he set his
stunning.
credentials up, but he's not good
Even
enough. I
Hazard
agree.
scores. He can in France. He was scoring from free kicks.
I remember you telling us when he was at Lille.
Lille.
Several
Lille.
times he told us.
It's more than several times, mate. Every blooming week. Hazard, mate, he's got to come to Chelsea. Who? Nah, he's rubbish.
I've had the free kicks as well.
Seb knows. Seb knows, everybody. Listen to Seb. So you're going for Schürrle's free kick.
yeah.
You're going for Schürrle's free kick.
I was going to go for the other Schürrle one, but yeah, we don't really take good free kicks. But then it didn't go in, so I'm going for Schürrle's other one.
The Schürrle shot and yeah. I mean, I'm going to go for Schürrle's free kick 'cause it genuinely did make me have a sexual moment in the director's lounge.
And there's only the keeper's fingertips that stopped it
Yeah,
from going
which
in
was
as well.
cracking
But
shot.
that's with a free kick though. I don't see how that's a.
Because
if
it
it doesn't
made me go,
go in,
ooh, Darren, what more do you
The
want?
keeper should rightfully get his fingertips. So that's why free kicks are hard to score.
I know,
It's
but
not about that, though.
it was.
It's
was going
about
top
me
corner.
going, ooh. It made me go, ooh. That's why it's a Guinness moment.
If you put more pace in, the keeper would have saved it. You can go for accuracy and not power. You have to go for power and
I
accuracy.
thought he hit it quite
I
hard.
thought he pretty hard.
He's off. I'm going to move away from you, Darren Mantle, and I'm going to go to the benches because I might get some sense from them. What do you reckon, benches? Are we kind of on the money with those three nominations?
Yeah. Schürrle's free kick.
Schürrle's free kick.
How did it make you go, Diane? Oh, there we go. Proof of the pudding. See, that's the point,
proper
Darren.
Guinness
for the
moment.
blue
That
That
was.
is the point.
That was proper.
Yeah. Ooh. Yeah, that's how I went, but not quite as nicely as Diane did it. I think I'll shut up now.
Have we got long, Chidge? I'm dying for a wee.
No, Jonathan's dying for a wee, and he'll be delighted to know that we've got a full 6 minutes to go.
No, we have
not. Have you got a glass of water?
Oh,
You can have. Has anybody got like a dripping tap
might
noise
just
on
have
their
to go,
phone?
actually.
You can't just go.
I might just have to.
Has anybody got a bucket that Jonathan can pee in? He really is struggling.
Got a bottle there.
Yeah.
There's a bottle
Well,
of water.
that's so
in there.
long.
Is
Well,
it an age thing?
It is an age
yeah,
thing.
it
It's
is.
exactly what
no,
it
it's
is.
not. It's just badly
exactly.
timed. You knew this was going to happen.
Yeah, and I've
You
been
could have gone the
drinking too much
last
water.
break.
You can do without me for a minute.
Yeah, definitely.
Are you actually going?
Yeah.
He's definitely going. Anyway, we're agreed. Schürrle's free kick.
Yeah.
You're agreed.
Okay, Schürrle's free kick. Darren agrees too. That's what I like to see. Right, now it is time for the celery moment. I'm sorry, Ross is laughing
didn't hear it.
manically
I could
in my
hear
ear.
him.
I don't know
What was
he's
it?
on.
Jonathan must have said something.
Yeah, probably
Jonathan's
peed on him or
sound.
something. Anyway, celery moment for this Bolton match. There's some good photographs to go with this, or there's one excellent photograph to go for it, but there are 3 brilliant nominations this week, I reckon. The first of all, I think, is my experience in the Director's Lounge. I think that was fantastic. And this is what it was topped off with. There's a lovely shot of my personal European and Europa Cup. Isn't that great? They're mine. I'm saying that, they're mine. But I love that. That's one for the family album. They're good, aren't they, Darren?
Yeah, good.
And they took them out for us to kind of like have lots of photographs taken with them. So my whole experience in there, the celery, the trophies, the blue cake, just absolutely, I could get the taste for that, mate. I tell you, Gate 17, you are nothing to me anymore. You're dead to me. That's where I want to be. Say no to blue cake, says Ross. Judging by how fat I look on TV, I'd say he's probably right. Now this one, you know, we were talking about a moment in a game where you see something happen, you just absolutely laugh, like Aspie headbutting somebody's arse. I really did this. Late in the game, Drogba came on, and he was kind of running towards, you know, the ball, quite a high ball, was like going over everybody's heads, and he was running along, and there were 2 Bolton players near him, and he hit both of them, and they went down. It was like watching 10-pin bowling. I mean, it was just ridiculous. Drogba was just like, boom, and they just like, ugh. And I absolutely roared with laughter at that. I thought that was hilarious. So that's definitely a nomination. And the last one, no picture of this, sadly, but again, I just absolutely hooted with laughter, as in fact did most of Chelsea supporters when they saw it happen. And this is, there's a Bolton player, a Bolton player, his name is Hurd, I believe, he's number 29, they're right back. Chris Hurd. He basically slipped on his arse, lost the ball, got up, and then thought it'd be really cool and hit this kind of Gerrard-like 30-yard cross-field pass, which he did, apart from 20 yards away from the player that he was aiming at, and went straight into touch. And again, it was a Gerrard pass, Ross informed me, he would be right. But that made me laugh too. So unless you've got any kind of brilliant ideas beyond that, I'm going to go with those 3 nominations.
Yeah. Drogba.
You like the Drogba one?
Yeah.
It was funny. You remember it?
No.
You don't remember it?
Do you know why I don't remember it?
Because you weren't even there.
Yeah, I wasn't even there.
Weren't you there?
Well, I did the flags and whatnot, but I didn't really. I thought, I can't be bothered. I'm trying to save money at the moment, so I then left.
I'd seen you before the game.
I know, and I tried to get a stream at home, and I wouldn't have bothered if I known I couldn't get a stream. I'd have actually gone to the match. I assumed because it was on Chelsea TV, they were showing it, that I would have been able to.
And you didn't see the match?
I couldn't stream it.
League games.
So it's taken all this time. The whole time you've been asking Jonathan and Seb
do you know what?
In the last segment. I didn't even bother
it just shows you
anything.
what a load of nonsense we speak on this show. I hadn't even realised you weren't in the game. You sound as though you knew everything about it.
I need to go and see the Shirley free kick when I get home as well. So.
Yeah, but you were brilliant. What an act! You're a better actor than he is, clearly. Seb, so what are you going for?
I'd say the Drogba thing.
The Drogba. You both go for Drogba. Not even one small, vote for me.
Oh yeah.
At all? No. No.
You have to do it for yourself, though.
Okay, well, I'm going to vote for me, obviously.
Every time you've been one of the nominations, you've always voted for yourself without fail.
That's true. I'm not going to vote for me.
Probably never won either.
No, I tell you what, I'm not going to vote for me. I'm going to vote for Drogba because I really did roar with laughter when that happened, and immediately I wrote in my phone, got to be a celery moment. So there you go. So basically, boys and girls on benches, we are going definitely for the Drogba knocking out 2 players in one go like 10-pin bowling. What do you reckon about that, benches?
Yeah, totally agree.
Yeah.
You're game
We're
for that?
all 100% with that, I think.
Yeah.
Definitely Drogba?
Yeah.
Not even a small vote for me?
Maybe. Yeah.
Did you like that blue cake?
Yeah,
Andy?
all right. You didn't say was any.
All right. Thankfully, I don't know how long we got, Ross. We got a minute. Basically what we voted for in your absence, Jonathan. Shirley's free kick. You like the Drogba? Do you remember that?
Yeah, it was great.
Funny.
We've got
it?
1 minute left. He won with 6 minutes left.
I know. He's older. Prostrate.
No, I've won a number 2.
Prostrate, mate. When you get as old as Jonathan, you'll be... Mate, you're not even as close to being as old as Jonathan. You need a loo break more than he does.
Yeah, but I can hold it for 1 more minute.
Can you?
5 minutes you were gone.
Yeah. He had a long one.
A very long one.
Did you sit down?
Unlike Darren.
No, I didn't
I
did not sit down, Darren.
Unlike you, for the Bolton match, he managed to find a stream. And on that bombshell. Thank you, Diane. And like that was that a Guinness moment noise you made then? I better move on.
It wasn't the same as ooh.
Right, we are going to a break very shortly, and afterwards we're going to be back for a little bit of Chelsea chatter stats and a little bit of Chelsea supporter news. I cannot wait. I hope you cannot either. We'll see you in a sec.